and welcome back to Channel 35. My name is Jenny J, and today we are doing energizing yoga. I am here with Kira, who's in studio with us. We also have Sarah, who's tuning in on Zoom. For our yoga class today, it's going to be 30 minutes designed to really help you just wake up and get ready for the day. For equipment, you'll need your body, a mat, and maybe if you have a few blocks at home or pillows, feel free to grab anything you need to help you with your practice. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started in child's pose. All right, so let's bring those knees nice and wide, big toes touch, and allow those hands to come forward. You're gonna place your forehead on the mat. Feel free to close those eyes and take a nice big deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Again, inhale. And exhale, soften. One more time, nice big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Come back to your normal breath. And just allow your body to soften into the mat. Notice if you're carrying any tension in your hips, your shoulders, your lower belly. Can you just let it go? Take these few moments to connect to your breath. Stay present in this moment. Cultivate a sense of gratitude here. From here, we're gonna walk our hands over to the left side of your mat. You can place your right palm on top of your left, and you'll feel a nice side stretch all along your right body. From here, let's slowly walk our hands over to the right side. Place the left palm on top of your right. You can even gently press your left palm into the right so that you feel that nice deep stretch all along your armpit, maybe even down towards your hip. Good. From here, let's walk our hands back to center, then press into those palms to come into an all fours position. Now from here, you're gonna want to stack the shoulders on top of wrists, hips on top of knees, nice flat back. We'll do a set of cat and cow. On your inhale, you're gonna arch the spine, open up the collarbone, eyes are gazing forward. And on your exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, pelvis tucks under. Again, nice big inhale and exhale. Beautiful breath, Kira. Now keep doing this at your own breath. Really trying to find space in your vertebrae. And if it feels good to you, you're more than welcome to take circles, sways, maybe even bend those arms. Kind of do what works for you. Just trying to get all the kinks out of the body. Good. And once you find a balanced position, come back to neutral. You're gonna take a step back with both feet and come into a high plank pose. Now, if you need an option here, you're more than welcome to drop down to those knees. Just make sure that you're bracing your core. We're only here for a few seconds. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. One more time, inhale. And exhale, let it go. When you're ready, pike those hips up, downward facing dog. It's our first one today, so let's try to sink into this moment. You can pedal those heels right and left. Get all those cracks and pops out of your ankles, your knees. You can even sway your hips side to side. But once you're ready, gently find stillness, pressing those heels down towards the ground. You're gripping firmly with all 5 knuckles of your hands. You're pressing the mat forward and away, broadening out the collarbone, shoulders back and down. Now, bend those knees slightly here. I want you to think about lifting your tailbone up to the sky as if someone's pulling you up, and then gently press those heels back down. Beautiful. All right, let's slowly walk our feet towards our hands and find a Ragdoll Pose. So bring those feet about shoulder distance, and let's generously bend our knees so that our chest can rest on our thighs. If it feels good, you can grab for opposite elbows and shift your weight towards the balls of your feet as if you're gonna fall over into a somersault. Now you can stand still or find a subtle sway side to side. Maybe rock your head, yes, no, shake it out. Do whatever feels good. Finding a little bit more length in your spine. Good. From here, let's slowly release our palms down towards the ground. Keep those knees bent, and we're gonna slowly come up to a stand, one vertebrae at a time. Take as much time as you need to really feel each vertebrae stack on top of each other. Once you come to your standing pose, allow those palms to face forward. Gently gaze those eyes straight ahead of you and soften your gaze. Relax your shoulders down towards the floor. Open up the chest. Keep your core engaged and soften those knees. From here, let's take a nice big inhale. Hands rise. On your exhale, you're gonna bring your right palm down towards your thigh and then lift to bring your left arm up and over into a side body stretch. Option to lift your eyes to gaze up towards the sky. Feeling that stretch all along the left side body. From here, come back to center. And then on your next exhale, you're gonna reach the right hand up and over. Left hand grazes down your side. Beautiful. From here, let's lift that left hand back up to the sky. Nice big inhale. On your exhale, find a baby back bend where you field goal post those hands. Heart lifts up to the sky. Squeeze the booty to protect the low back and open up that chest. Nice big inhale, hands rise. And on your exhale, hands come to heart center. We're gonna fold it down all the way down to a forward fold. Beautiful. From here, nice big inhale, come into a half lift. Now, a couple options here. Your hands can be on your shins or they can be on the tops of your thighs. What you wanna be feeling is this nice stretch in those hamstrings, and you wanna focus on opening up the chest, pinching those shoulders, and broadening out the collarbone. So energy is reaching through the crown of your head all the way down to the tailbone. On your next exhale, slowly plant those hands down towards the mat. Take a step back and come into your high plank pose. Really brace the core here. Now from here, we're gonna slowly lower our knees down to the ground. You're gonna hover your chin and your chest 1 inch off the floor. Tuck the toes, lower the hips, and inhale to a baby cobra. For the baby cobra, you wanna focus on pulling those shoulders back. Eyes are looking about 6 inches from the mat. Little to no weight in those hands. Good. From here, let's lower our chin down towards the floor, tuck the toes, press on up, and come back to your downward facing dog. Beautiful. We'll do that again, maybe a little bit faster here. On your next inhale, eyes gaze forward. Let's slowly walk our feet towards our hands. We're gonna find a half lift where you lengthen the spine, hands come to shins or tops of the thighs. Exhale, hands come down. Good. From here, inhale, slowly make your way up to a stand, hands rise. Exhale, left hand reaches up and over for your side body stretch. Inhale, back up to center. And exhale, right hand comes up and over. Inhale back to center, hands rise. Exhale, find your baby back bend. Inhale, hands rise. And exhale, fold forward, drop it all the way down. Inhale, come into your half lift. And exhale, plant those hands, step it back. Lower the knees down, hover the chin and chest. Tuck the toes, lower the hips, and inhale to your baby cobra. Little to no weight in those hands. Focus on pressing those feet into the mat. Opening your heart up a little bit more. Chin lowers down, tuck the toes, press on up, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Again, next inhale, eyes gaze forward. You can walk, step, or gently jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, come into your half lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, hands rise, come to standing. Exhale, side body stretch. Left hand comes up and over. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, switch to the other side. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, take your half lift. Exhale, plant those hands, step or jump it back. Drop the knees down, lower the chin and the chest, and then lower all the way down. Inhale to your baby cobra. And exhale, lower the chin, tuck the toes. Come on up to your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a nice big deep breath in through the nose. Audible exhale out through the mouth. One more time. Nice big inhale. Audible exhale, let it go. When you're ready, lift the right leg up to the sky for a three-legged dog. Now the toes are pointing towards the floor. And feel free to make some nice big ankle circles. Maybe 3 to 4 circles clockwise, 3 to 4 circles counterclockwise. From here, we're gonna drive the knee in towards the chest, plant the foot in between the hands, and come up to a high lunge or a crescent lunge. So let's talk about our form real quick. If you are limited in your hip flexibility, focus on bending the back knee to tuck that pelvis under. You want to make sure that your knee is in alignment with your ankle. So we have Kira here doing it perfectly. She's lifting her hands nice and high. She's softening her shoulders away from her ears. Soft gaze. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna find an airplane position with our arms. So you're gonna lean forward about 45 degrees. Eyes are looking down, hands that shoot back behind you as if you're taking flight. Feel the power in those legs. Beautiful. Now from here, we're gonna swoop our left hand down and back. We're gonna come into our warrior two. Now let's talk about our feet placement. So we want to make sure that our front heel is in line with the back arch. So feel free to take a quick peek, notice if it's there. If it's not, adjust. You want to make sure that your toes are pointing about 45 degrees to the side. And then make sure that your shoulders are stacked right on top of those hips. So we don't want to be leaning too far forward, not leaning too far back, just right in the center. Eyes are gazing right above your hand. Soften the gaze and take a nice deep breath in and let it go. Maybe sink a little bit deeper into your warrior two. Beautiful. Now from here, we're gonna flip our right palm up towards the sky. Come into a reverse warrior. Your right hand comes up and over, really stretching the side body. And then this left hand is being placed just on the thigh, or if you have the flexibility, all the way down to your calf, but little to no weight here. Beautiful. Now next move, we're gonna take a triangle pose. So come back into your warrior two. We're gonna straighten this front knee. That should feel good, right? And then you're gonna reach forward as if you're reaching for something that you just quite can't get. And then you're gonna reach those fingers down towards the floor. Now, if you have a block at home and it's too far for you to reach, you can place it on the inside of your ankle, place the palm on the block, and focusing on lengthening the spine, reaching those fingers up towards the sky. Your eyes can look down to the ground, maybe to the side, or just like Kira, she's looking all the way up. Beautiful job, Sarah. You're looking great at home. We'll stay here for a few more seconds. And when you're ready, let's bend that right knee again. We'll come back into our warrior two. Beautiful. Take a nice big inhale. And on your exhale, swoop those hands back down towards the ground. Step the right foot back. And we'll move down. Drop the knees down. We'll lower the chin and the chest. Hips tuck under. Inhale to your baby cobra. And on your exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. We'll do the exact same thing on the other side. So when you're ready, inhale that left leg long, three-legged dog. Toes are pointing down towards the floor. And let's take those ankle circles. A few rotations clockwise, a few rotations counterclockwise. When you're ready, you're gonna drive that knee in towards the chest. Place the foot in between the hands and come into your crescent lunge or high lunge. So you wanna make sure that this back heel is lifted up. Tuck that pelvis under, so if you need to bend the back knee, you're more than welcome to. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. We carry so much tension in our shoulders, so let's relax them down. Beautiful. From here, we'll take our airplane arms. So keep the legs exactly where they are. Hinge forward. Keep that chest open. Even though your eyes are looking down, we don't want to be rounding the shoulders. So pinch those shoulder blades together. Energy reaching through those fingers. Feel those arms, feel those legs. You might be shaking. It's okay, we're only here for a few more seconds. From here, we're gonna swoop our right hand down and back, coming into your warrior two. So again, feet placement, heel should be right in line with the back arch. Your weight in the back of the foot should be pressing into the knife edge of your back foot. So try not to cave into the arch of your foot. Eyes are gazing forward. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Again, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Amazing. We're gonna flip this left palm up. Come into your reverse warrior. Reach that left palm up towards the sky. Right hand is coming down the back of your leg. Breathe into your left lung. Feel that space expanding. Amazing. From here, slowly come into your warrior two. We're gonna straighten the front leg, and we're gonna go into our Trikanasana triangle pose. So reach that hand all the way forward. Then once you can no longer reach, you're gonna place your left hand on top of your ankle, maybe all the way down to the floor, or if you took the block last time, feel free to do so on the other side. Now in this body positioning, you want to pretend like you're in between two planes of glass on either side of you. So notice if your chest is starting to come in like this. Can you open up the shoulders and flatten out your body? You should feel a nice deep stretch along your hamstrings, your side body, your hips, everywhere. Good. From here, eyes can gaze down towards the floor. Bend deeply into that front knee and come into your warrior two one more time. Take a nice deep breath in. And on your exhale, swoop those hands back down towards the floor. Step the left foot back. We'll lower down to the knees. Hover the chin and chest, tuck the toes, drop the hips. Inhale to your baby cobra. And on your exhale, chin lowers down, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's slowly walk our feet all the way to our hands. You can come about shoulder distance apart. And slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come up all the way to a standing pose. Beautiful job. How are we doing, Kira and Sarah? We're feeling good?
Very nice.
All right, so we're gonna do a few standing poses. The first pose is a tree pose. This will really help get us focused and concentrated for the day, as well as focus on our balance and our core. So you're gonna plant your left foot down on the floor, really root it down, so make sure you create some space in between all 5 toes. And then couple options here. You can place your right foot on either the calf, right on the side of the calf, or all the way up where your inner thigh is. Now what we want to avoid is placing the foot directly on the knee joint. Okay, so find whatever works for you, and if it takes a couple tries to find your balance, that's okay. And then once you're ready, you can place those hands at heart center. Soften your gaze, and if you are having trouble with your balance, just focus on one point in your room, and that should help you find your balance. Now, if you'd like, you can open up your tree branches, take up tons of space here. Find a power pose, getting energy reaching through your fingers. And when you're ready, you can bring those hands back to heart center and then slowly release that foot down towards the floor. Good, you can shake it out, do whatever you gotta do. How do we do?
That was good.
We did it? Okay, let's plant our right foot in the center of the mat. So really space out those toes to get as much rootedness and groundedness as we can. Then let's place our left foot either on the shin or all the way up to your inner thigh here. Now, in order to get a grip, sometimes it's difficult to get that grip. You want to focus on really pressing the foot towards the thigh and the thigh pressing towards the foot. So there's this synergistic relationship that's happening. Beautiful job, ladies. If you decided to fly those branches out, feel free to do so here. Really take up that space. Slowly release, bring those hands back to heart center, and slowly release that foot down towards the floor. Beautiful job. All right, we're gonna take a Malasana Squat, so we're gonna really open up those hips here. I'll take the option since I got some tight hips. Kira's gonna show the full pose. So you're gonna drop those hips all the way down. Heels are about shoulder distance apart. Now, if you are limited in your hip flexibility, you can grab a block or a pillow, place your bum on it, and just focusing on pressing those knees out. What we want to do is avoid the caving of the knees. So make sure that those knees are in line with your second and third toe, really focusing on opening up those hips. You can also use your elbows, just like Kira is showing, to press those knees away from each other. So feel free to take whatever position works for you. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Good. And let's slowly make our way to our forward fold. So let's bring those feet shoulder distance apart. Drop the head down, and maybe just pedal those knees right and left. Shake it out. From here, let's slowly drop our hips to our heels and then come into a seated position. We're gonna sit back a little bit towards the back of our mat, and we'll find a seated forward fold. So from here, let's flex the toes towards the nose, sit up nice and tall. On your inhale, hands rise. On your exhale, you're gonna really reach for something in front of you. And you want to keep that chest open, so avoid the rounding here. So if you can only place those hands on the tops of your thighs or your shins, or maybe your 2-piece fingers wrap around your big toe. Or maybe you can wrap your entire body around your legs. So do what works for you today. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. If you're limited on your flexibility, it just takes practice. It takes consistency and discipline.
I like that analogy. That was a good one.
Yeah, right? You gotta layer brick by brick, building that foundation. Beautiful. From here, let's slowly release. Let's come into a seated pose. So let's just crisscross those legs. We'll take a few twists and then we'll call it a day. So let's take a nice big inhale, hands rise. On your exhale, you're gonna place your right palm behind you. Left palm comes towards the right knee. You're gonna inhale, really open up and lengthen the spine. On your exhale, you're gonna deepen the twist. So you're pressing the left palm into the thigh as you try to find a rotation through the thoracic spine, opening your chest towards the right side of the room. Good. Let's slowly release, come back to center, and we'll do that again. Inhale, hands rise. On your exhale, left hand comes back behind you, right palm presses into the knee. On your inhale, lengthen the spine. On your exhale, find a deep twist. Good. Let's slowly release. Beautiful job. We're gonna just take one more hip stretch. All you're gonna do is you're gonna slowly walk your fingers towards the front of your mat. Now feel free to fully relax into this pose. So if that means rounding the shoulders here, dropping and drooping the head, do whatever feels good. Good. Let's slowly walk our hands back towards our knees. And then let's finish off with a few simple breaths. So let's place our hands on our knees. You can have palms facing down or palms facing up. Do whatever works for you. And feel free to close those eyes. Take a nice big deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more time, inhale through the nose. Exhale, out. Bring those hands to heart center. And find a sense of gratitude and peace. Thank you so much for sharing the last 30 minutes with us. I appreciate your time. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste. Beautiful job. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Jenny. We had Kira here, Sarah helping us out today. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next episode.